How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny. What's going on, people? I am my sister's keeper. Stay strong, my sister. What's going on, people? It is a day of another day that we call Monday. Anybody being said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's having a safe holiday as far as today. Now, I want to talk to you about something that's a little bit of a serious, well, not a little bit, but a very serious subject in reference to a lot of trans women of color. Now, I've noticed, and another girl brought it to me, she said to me, Raven, why is it only the black trans women that has been murdered as far as, as far as trans women and stuff? So I was like, this is a good question because there's nothing I never really talked about it before because, I understand people do what they got to do as far as surviving and stuff. And the reason why I really didn't want to do that because people want to add on and add the little negativity as far as, basically putting the trans women or two-spirit women down. Now, this is my thing. I have to do this because the only way I could share this information I have to share with you, and unfortunately this is the vehicle I have to go through, to share this with you, but I feel as though we can all come together as far as a little meeting place down here, and share stories as far as what do we think that's happening to our trans sisters that's being murdered, and what do we think they should do or we should do as far as helping out, as far as, living. So this is my thing. Now, I understand that a lot of trans women out there that have jobs, and there are a lot of trans women out there that are working. Now, the thing about it is that those are some out here who go out and they make a living and stuff like that, whether they're passable or not, but they still go and they fight the fight. They don't matter whether they're passable or not. They just let you know that I'm a woman, this is who I am. Now, passable always to me feels as though it's in one's eye. I've seen many women that don't look like women, but they're more women. So the thing is that gets me is when it comes to trans women, we're going to talk about the sex work. Now, if you are a trans woman who is a sex worker, you know already from the door, you're supposed to be prepared for the worst. And I'm not even talking about in reference to the cops coming. I'm talking about in reference to a killer coming. So this is the thing that I don't know if anyone's talking about it, but I'm trying to stay focused on one thing. But the thing about it is that you may place an ad online, or whatever the case may be, or have an ad running to some location as far as survival sex. Your ad will be seen by clients, dates, pursuers, and murderers and killers. Everybody who's going to answer that ad is not really coming for the right reason. And I'm not saying that everybody, for somebody, oh, I didn't know. It's not everybody, every ad type of thing, but only I'm just trying to put it out there as far as what you need to do. Maybe you can share information, what one needs to do to survive. Now, there are trans women that has been murdered that was not doing survival sex. They were just walking down the street. But let's start at the sex workers. I'm going to start there first. So the sex workers, stuff like that. You know you're a sex worker. You know you got to screen your calls. You know what you need to do as far as survival sex. But this is my thing. You know you in a hotel, whatever the case may be, your house, your hotel location. You know you're supposed to bring some type of pepper spray or something on you as far as self-defense. Just because somebody is cute, just because somebody makes you laugh on the phone, just because somebody makes you feel comfortable, you stay on alert as if you're walking or talking with a time bomb, and you only safe until you get away from them. That's as far as that. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not going to cover code. I'm saying be straightforward with it. That's what you need to do. Because a lot of times I feel as though a lot of girls that have been murdered as far as being sex workers in hotels, whatever the case may be, you put your guard down and you kind of trust the person a little bit. He makes you laugh, he gets your guard down, he goes in for the kill, and the kill may end up being your life. Okay? Now, this is as far as that. You know, you're supposed to put little spots in your apartment or a hotel where you got little things hidden. More than one thing, you know, and of course, you have to protect yourself because you're going to have to be the one who save your life. Now, as far as the trans woman who basically goes to work and stuff, she catcalls and stuff, someone may be attracted to you that know your tea, as we call it, and they may want to experience you. So the fact you may is like, well, I'm not going to say anything back to them, may enter into a problem of he wants to tell everybody what you are. So as you see, because you can't go to this location as far as being safe. Now, this is me myself, I feel like this. If you feel as though you're going to a location, or every time you live in your house and somebody's doing something as far as being negative as far as you and you feel uncomfortable, just my opinion, always have something on you. I'm not saying walk around with a loaded gun, but I'm saying be prepared for the unexpected. My thing is this. I do not want you to be murdered. I do not want you to be killed. But I can't sit up here and say, well, you know, maybe you could talk it out, because this is the thing. Some people you can't talk to. Some people is just really crazy. And this is the thing, I don't think a lot of girls or people in general understand, that there are really mentally ill people out here that you can hit and your punches is not going to work. Even if you're stabbing with a knife, it's not going to work because they're just that crazy. You know, so, you know, you always have the compass on speed dial, and basically you just fight for your life, literally, because that's what you may have to do. And always say, leave out the house with some type of protection. I understand some things may be a little illegal, but it's best to be able to tell your story than to be sitting there laying on the ground dead and nobody gets to hear your story. And then the guy says that famous fucking line, she tricked me, when all the time you was doing was minding your business and this person just came upon you, starting shit with you. You can tell your stories, what happened. Because the one thing I learned when it comes down to girls like us, everybody wants to sound and say, well, she tricked them. That's probably why she tricked them. She tricked them. And this is another thing that I can't stand, and I hate it, and I hate it. I fucking hate it. And I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to make some people mad right back now. I'm going to make you mad. One thing I cannot stand is for a girl to say, oh, girl, he just like you. Oh, he just like you, girl. Oh, girl, he's just doing it because he likes you. Oh, he likes you. So all the girls that's been murdered, they were liked. So that's what you're trying to tell us, that we would just be, oh, he just liked. So put your guard down, is what you're saying? He just likes you. He likes you to death. He loves you to death. So please stop and refrain from that fucking saying of he just fucking like you. Because a lot of fucking girls are being murdered because he fucking like you. So you take your fucking like you and stick up your fucking asses. Because I'm fucking sick and tired of hearing that. Okay, I'm going to the left. Calm down. I just cannot stand, you have no idea how much it irks me when some girl is being attacked and some fucking person says, they just like you. A woman gets raped, oh girl, he just like a transgender, oh he just liked you. I can't stand it. Because to me it's like saying, oh well girl, it's not that serious. Oh girl, it's just not really that serious. But here it is, we're watching bodies fall to the side and everybody sits around. Only us are understanding, hey, look at this girl, that's me. But a lot of these people are not looking at it that way. They're not seeing it that way we see it. And a lot of girls that are trans will sit up there and say, oh, we just like you, girl. Well, let's just hope you find some people that like you. Anyway, that being said, I'm going to the left. I'm trying to stay focused, but that probably makes me I have to pull myself away from that topic because I get so fucking upset when I hear that. Oh, he just likes you. When a man beats a fucking woman, oh, he just likes you. Them Band-Aid motherfuckers. Anyway, that being said, stay focused, baby. Oh, God, I'm losing focus. Okay. So, then as always, you know, when you go outside, like I said before, you just be much more prepared as far as being safe. And if you're escorting, you know, you have to have some extra little added things around the house as far as being safe, whether you're in a house or hotel. I don't know how, this is my opinion. If a guy tries to flirt with you on the street, this is my thing. Some of you are not going to listen because you don't listen, that's what you do. And I ain't gonna try to stop because I done fist fought with you back and forth telling you be careful. A lot of y'all just walking straight into the punch, and that's where y'all going. That's where you need to be. To me, when a guy comes up to me and tries to talk to me on the street, I pay him dust. I make if I am interested in if he already knows what's going on with me, I may entertain it for a second, but as I'm not. Let me stop. I'm not being well. I'm trying to work with it as far as me not being jaded. You know what I mean? Because if I'm telling you the truth, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Because if he walks up to me, I'm not gonna say nothing to him. I'm not entertaining conversation. I'm not giving you the chance to hear my voice. I'm not giving you nothing. Because a lot of times people walk up to you just so they can catch your voice. They kind of think, and they walk it up under you underneath a condition or reason that you're not really aware of, and you're thinking that you're just meeting a man, and this man is coming to you for another reason. And maybe it's those reasons not even intentionally the way you think that you're meeting a man because he's interested in you. He may be coming to just try to murder you. These are just rules I feel so you need to watch as far as that. Now there are guys that do know who you are and know what you're all about and stuff, and they're interested in you. If you feel safe enough to give information as far as that, my thing is just take his phone number, don't give him yours, and tell him you'll contact him if you feel safe. But other than that, I wouldn't do it. I mean, that's just me though. I'm trying to talk to you not a jaded way, because you left up to me, you would be handing no numbers, you'd be just going home with nobody. But you can't live in a world like Raven do, because I just cut everybody off, because I divorced the world, and I do not believe I can trust people, because as long as I keep little lies that we being murdered by the men we love, I just don't feel safe. You know, and this is my opinion and stuff. You know, but I try not to put that on you because the way I've been through and what I've seen, you know, it's really hard. And I want you to have a life, and I don't want you to give up. I want you to have a life and stuff. You know, I don't want you to give up on, you know, your goals and your dreams and stuff. And I always feel as though that there's somebody out here for us everywhere and stuff. But I feel as though a lot of us girls can't find anybody because I believe we're in the wrong location. Because for some reason it seems like it's not a big deal, which I find to be so amazing that there are certain guys out here that treat you like it's not a big deal, like it's nothing. But then you come into your own urban areas as far as what your people, as far as being black, and it make it seem like it's so much of a taboo. But yet it's still at nighttime. They hear that knock at the door, they want to come and see you. But they don't care about the person that they're sleeping with as far as tearing down, as far as mentally, as far as, you know, being a true person that there is now. We always, like I always said before, and let me say this again, if a man comes into your life, he is supposed to empower you and help you as you help him. But if person is not there as far as bringing you up, then evidently they don't need to be there. Now, my thing is this, is that somewhere along the line, these girls are being murdered and stuff, and some girls get, you know, I believe the trust gets brought down for her to be murdered. And I don't know how some of these girls, now there was some that's been murdered. There was one girl, Ty Underwood, I think it's Ty Underwood. This is Ty Underwood, 21 years old. She was killed in Texas, murdered by her boyfriend, Carlton Champion, 21 years old. And she had went to see him, and she went inside of her red car, where she ended up being shot and killed inside of the car while she was visiting him and picking him up that night. And he went on a run and they couldn't find him, but they found that it was him, and then he was arrested. After he was arrested, he felt as though he wouldn't have any problems, so he said that, I'm going back on the streets. That's what he was saying. He was so happy, but life had another plan for him. He was sentenced for murder for life. If I'm not sure, but she talked to the guy, she fell in love with the guy and everything, and they were together and stuff. He killed her because I guess he didn't want his boys to know, you know, that he was, you know, messing with girls like us. And this is the thing that you have to understand with a lot of guys who never been with us for the first time, mentally sometimes they're not able to grasp hold of what they're doing. Reality is that they'll say, oh, I have no problem with it, I can do it, but it's a first time experience with them. And sometimes mentally they snap. So you always have to be prepared, especially if it's the first time, like a person that never been with someone like you before. You always have to be prepared. So I've said this before, I'm going to say this again. I don't care who they are, just my opinion, because I'm jaded as hell. Always keep something around the house. And let me tell you something, if you can't get nothing in the house, that lamp, them shoes, that anything, the TV, anything around the house can be used as a weapon. Honey, when there's a war coming on, you better go to war. Now, there's some girls out there really short, really small, stuff like that. All I can tell you to do is call cops and holler as loud as you can and act like a goddamn fool. Because at the end of the day, sometimes these guys already got a knife or something, or no more gun. You know, they're up there just to kill you. And that's the thing about it. I just don't understand what part that gets the part where she needs to die. What happened to, okay, we don't get along, I'm just going to leave you alone. What part that gets the part where she needs to die? I don't understand that. But one thing I learned is that I think we're sleeping on something here. We go by what we are attracted to. Sometimes the finest man in the world are killers. Sometimes the gorgeous man in the world is killers. We're so happy that a man is giving us attention, we're losing focus on our life. And a lot of times when we're attracted to this person, we're not thinking of that. We're thinking of Mr. Dreams Come True. And reality is that it's his dream come true, but not really the one you were suspecting from him. You know, so I'm not trying to discourage you and stuff, but I'm just saying always stay prepared. You know, don't sleep on these men as far as being who you are. Just my opinion. I'm not trying to scare you. But I do want you to live and stuff. And I just wanted to share this video and stuff with you because I wanted to compare notes and find out why is it that the only trans women that are black are being murdered. And I'm not saying anybody needs to be murdered, whether they're black, white, blue, orange, the case may be. But why is it that there's such a large amount of black girls that are trans that are being murdered or ethnic minority, you know, that are being murdered and stuff. I just wanted to share this with you and stuff, you know, and maybe we could share some information as far as trying to help our sisters. That's all we can do. Some will listen, some will not. Some people know it all, some people don't. But the one thing I'm going to say to you before I leave, and I'm going to piss you off, you girls who play this game, that you're not going to tell him what's up with you, be careful. I ain't got no more to say than that. Be careful. Because just because he's cute don't mean he's mentally ready. And sometimes the ass whooping will be a good thing versus the slice across your throat or the bullet that's in your body. Anyway, that being said, I just want to share this with you. And I'd love to hear feedback on this and why our trans women are being murdered as far as being black. And maybe we could share some information what we may think it may be, because we're not really ever going to know exactly, because the person that can share the story with us has been murdered and stuff. So I just wanted to share this with you and stuff. But we can talk to each other. We keep the conversation going as far as, you know, saving our sisters. And we need to share this conversation as far as, you know, preserving life of a trans woman. Anyway, that being said, I just want to share this with you and let you know that I love you. And I want to thank you for watching. Desiree.